Here are 5 reasons therapists can make the best coaches. Therapists can make excellent life coaches because of their extensive training and skills in helping people with their thinking. Here are 5 reasons why therapists might be best suited to become life coaches. First of all, therapists have a firm grounding in psychological principles. I am a professional psychologist. My name is Dr. Paul Jenkins. I have been in practice for over 30 years now, and half of that time was spent in traditional psychotherapy, and the other half, the later half, has been spent in life coaching. So I've seen both worlds, and that training, that foundational understanding of psychological principles is huge in the coaching industry. Therapists have a deep understanding of human behavior, thought processes, and emotions. This puts them in a powerful position to help their clients understand how to operate the equipment of their own mind. With the coaches that I've trained, I've noticed that those who have been therapists in the past or who have that background are just in a better position to help their clients to navigate relationship issues, emotional challenges, and some of the typical experiences that come up for human beings. In addition to having this strong foundation in psychology, reason number 2 that therapists may be well suited for this is that they have very effective communication skills. Therapists are trained to be active listeners and effective communicators. They can establish rapport with their clients, facilitate effective communication, and offer insightful feedback as they have these conversations with their clients. Having that background myself in the mental health industry, I can attest that I am often asked to do trainings or facilitate discussions around effective communication. This is a huge, important skill set that coaches need. Now, before I share those other 3 reasons with you, take a moment to subscribe to this channel. If you've just found us, or if this is the first video that you've watched, there's lots more where this came from. And while you're at it, hit that notification bell, and then you'll be aware of everything that's coming out to support you. The third reason therapists can make the best coaches is emotional intelligence. Therapists often possess high levels of emotional intelligence, which allows them to empathize really well with their clients. I've also found that therapeutic training and background helps coaches to be less squeamish about emotions. I know a lot of new coaches, for example, as soon as their clients start to feel emotional, I see an emotional shift in the coach as well. This is different from empathy. It's getting tipped over by someone else's feelings. I think as a coach, we need to be in a space where we can allow for our clients to feel whatever they're feeling without being tipped over ourselves. Therapists have a lot of experience doing this, and they can therefore help their clients to manage their own emotions more effectively. The fourth reason therapists can make the best coaches is problem-solving expertise. Along with the communication skills that we already talked about, therapists are really well versed in identifying problems, coming up with some goals or objectives, and then executing a plan to accomplish it. This problem-solving ability and skill set actually lends itself very well to personal and professional development coaching. Another thing that makes therapists particularly good coaches is ethical and confidential practices. This is drilled into our heads when we go through therapist school to keep confidentiality and to practice within ethical boundaries. One of the best things about coaching is that anyone can get into it. And one of the biggest downfalls about coaching is that anyone can get into it. There's not a lot of barriers to entry or regulations around the practice. And this is nice because it creates freedom, and it's also risky because the same level of training that a therapist gets on issues like confidentiality just don't exist in the coaching world. Now, I think good, competent coaching training programs will address this, but you don't even have to go through one of those programs to set up a coaching practice. So it's good news and bad news that it's an unregulated industry. Being aware of that, as a therapist or a mental health professional, you already have training in those areas that could serve you very well and help to differentiate you from everyone else who's entering the industry. One of the things that I have personally enjoyed the most in making the shift from therapy into coaching as a professional psychologist is the way that it opens up the ability for me to integrate positive psychology principles, personal development strategies and techniques that don't typically fit so well in the old therapy model. This has given me the opportunity to expand my practice and to enjoy working with clients on different kinds of issues than I did in my old therapy practice. It's also what I really feel is a health and productivity oriented field, as opposed to focusing on pathology or what the problems are. This energizes me as a clinician. If you're a therapist who is considering getting into coaching or expanding your practice to include that, you might find that this is an energizing and exciting way to apply your specific skill sets to get involved in a growing industry. Would you like to see where you are in your journey to add coaching to your menu of services? I've put together a quick quiz for you. It's not very long. It just covers 7 different areas of focus. Go to the URL on the screen, drpauljenkins.com/practitioner quiz. Once you take the quiz, I'll give you the results and tell you what that means in terms of your readiness to move forward with this particular service.